Hi, guys. How are you? Welcome to the Chicago Style Podcast. I am your favorite host, Brian Schyler, and of course, with Murph in the morning, my co-host, my friend, my compadre. And yes, we are at Grandma's table right now, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful floral pattern. For anybody who's interested, what is your grandma's name? I think my grandma's name was Hattie. And there's always like. What's another old lady's name?
Agatha.
Agatha, or yeah,
Mildred,
right? Mildred.
Right.
Helga
the
Horrible.
Maybe a little Peggy
Sue.
Peggy Sue.
So anyway,
Yeah.
Yes, we have this beautiful floral pattern.
Yeah.
In case you felt like playing canasta,
right?
Or anything else that we do on the Chicago Style Podcast that doesn't include being a little old lady, which apparently I am. What time is bingo? It's going to be so much fun.
This would be a good cloth
This would be
to play bingo on.
This is a holy cloth. Yes,
right?
This is a beautiful.
There's not too many.
Do you
holes
think
in
this
it.
is? Do you think this is a bingo?
There's one here.
Did you say bingo?
Yeah, but there's not too many holes in it.
bingo.
But this was like basically we brought this out because I felt
And bingo
that
was his name. Oh, sorry.
sooner or later,
I'm done.
You're good. Sooner or later, we're gonna be scratching in Chicago Style Podcast.
Right.
Because graffiti.
Because we're hooligans.
It's a very Chicago style
Graffiti.
thing.
Let's talk about graffiti
Yeah,
now.
graffiti.
Now, graffiti on your body.
Right.
Now, I don't know if you can actually call tattoos, which people consider artwork.
Right.
Tattoos, even if you have a Chicago style tattoo, a picture of the Sears Tower, not
Right.
the Willis Tower,
Right.
a picture of maybe the Cubs. A lot of people at Wrigley Field, or
Yep.
people have a Harry Carey tattoo on their back.
Yeah.
Hey!
People have the outline of Cook County tattooed on them.
Right. Or they like to write Crook County.
Yeah, Crook County.
Right,
I think
sure.
that's also a clothing store too.
Oh,
But
sorry.
I think graffiti is more when it comes down to graffiti.
The side of a train.
It's more graffiti is more about vandalism. It's more about vandalism.
Now
and
we're
art
making friends. Now
and
wait
more
a
about
minute.
Art. Yeah.
So it's less about art and more about vandalism.
Yeah, I think they're
so
more
you
into.
think that these artists
Yes.
are not? They're more criminalistic than they are artists. So this guy who
Yes.
writes something like says spooky on the side of a train.
Correct.
Right. Ever notice when you're sitting there waiting for the train to go by,
Mhm.
praying that another train doesn't come by from the opposite direction, right? And of course, if you pray about it, you manifest it and it comes, right? So you're just there forever waiting for these trains to go by, and you notice that this guy's spooky, and a few of his friends have tagged
Right.
80% of the train cars in the United States.
Yep.
And,
Well,
Madman.
And you think about it, that's the best thing to tag is
Yeah.
a train car because it is going to go across.
It is right. So
United
everybody's
States.
going to see your work.
Right.
So are they criminals or
Yeah.
are they artists?
Well, like I said, I think they do it more for vandalism. Like that's their thing. They're more
to
about
be a vandal.
right. Where an artist does more street art, like they'll create murals and stuff like that.
So the mural on a building,
Correct. That's not graffiti.
that's not graffiti.
No.
So-
Graffiti's when you go somewhere
and you tag
do
your
it,
name
or anything.
your
You-
handle.
You could draw anything you want, but you're doing it illegally.
illegally.
Somebody's not saying,
Oh,
"Hey,
a
you
mural.
can do
So you're
this."
saying that a mural
Like-
in like Chicago or Cleveland
Oh,
or
yeah.
Miami, those are sanctioned.
Correct.
Perhaps-
Most of them. Now,
by the
some
building owner.
graffiti artists do murals,
Yeah.
but it's still.
Can you do
more
like a quick
graffiti.
mural? Can you get in and get out? And
Some
then-
of these guys are good. Like there's the guy out in
Yeah.
England, Banksy.
Banksy,
right? Where he's a
now
street.
this guy is now. You can't buy a Banksy for less than. Well, what do you think, GC? Do you think that you've heard of Banksy? Yeah. Okay. So Banksy is a big deal. They
Right.
said that you go to like Sotheby's and you can buy a Banksy for like 1.5 million
Exactly.
or 100 million.
Right. But his whole thing too was,
And nobody
that
knows what he looks like.
What he does really quick too is like his stencils. So he can do a stencil like in a matter of minutes and get out of there, and it's on the wall. But they'll come and like they'll cut that wall out and like try to sell it. The best thing he ever did was he sold one of his original
Banksy.
paintings.
Yeah.
And they're doing an auction.
Right.
And then as soon as the gavel went down and they bought it,
Right.
the painting shredded in front of everybody. They stopped it. I think they stopped it midway. But yeah, like that was the whole
So
thing.
he was in the audience with like, this is like out of Ocean's 8 or
Right.
Ocean's 11 or something, right? They had the little clicker and they're like, you buy
Right.
my-
It was like, it was, yeah.
So
it was
you're
like
taking
him.
a chance buying his artwork because he could remotely from a undisclosed location,
Right.
you know who we're talking to. From an undisclosed location, he could terrorize the artwork that you purchased from him,
Exactly.
which is the ultimate
FU.
FU to the art purchaser.
Yes, correct.
I told you not to buy my artwork. Right. My artwork is priceless.
Because like you have like Cheetos that have gone for millions of dollars because people think that that's
I heard
art.
a banana with a piece of duct tape a few months ago was sold for a high amount of money.
Exactly.
And you'd have to be high.
Well, I mean.
Now, does that banana go bad?
I think all bananas go
all bananas go bad.
Really
I tried to tell my ex that.
Yes.
She didn't listen. All bananas go bad.
Really bad.
Really bad.
So bad.
Hey. All right.
Yeah, McConaughey
backs all bad bananas.
Yep.
Yes. Now, we are going to talk a little bit about McConaughey today, right?
Yes.
You're going to say
we like to know what you guys think.
Oh,
what is your favorite McConaughey? That could be anything. Your McConaughey.
Yeah,
could be his brother, the real estate mogul.
Oh, is his brother a real estate mogul?
Yeah, exactly.
What is a real estate mogul?
He's tons of money by selling real estate.
This is the international symbol for tons of money right here.
Right. It's holding $1,000 worth of singles.
It's like it's an
accordion of money.
It's funny that you mention $1,000 worth of singles. GC's best friend is right over here on the windowsill next to your fishing reel.
That's right.
We're
fishing for singles.
We're fishing for editing. You don't know.
We caught some editing.
We caught some editing. I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
Reel it in.
Hey, my friend, this editing seems a little light, my friend. You know, we had to have like a sit to excuse me, Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Thank you very little.
America chokes on Dunkin' Donuts.
Hey, we love
sorry about that.
Dunkin'. Hey, listen, America runs on Dunkin'. I just had a small. I was parched because of my interview with the godfather of editing.
That's right. So another thing we were kind of talking about. I may
ask you for a favor, and that day may never come.
Whisper hugs.
Let's talk about whisper hugs.
Hugging and whispering.
So you do that at wakes, right? We've all been to GC. You've been to a wake. You've been to a wake?
Yes.
Okay, so you go to a wake. By the way, your first wake is just strange.
Of course.
Because you've never really seen anybody up there doing what we're all going to eventually do one day, which is this. I will try to laugh.
You're going to laugh?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to leave one of your little, where's your little joke box? Right.
We got to pull that out later.
Right. Most people put like hundreds in their friend's pocket when they passed away.
Right.
I'll have the.
That'd be good.
Right, yeah. Which would be great.
What I'm going to do is that old trick where you have the fishing line.
Oh, no.
And you put the dollar on it.
Yeah.
And people are going to be grabbing it in my coffin.
You got to be quicker than that.
They come in with me.
They come in with me.
Come on in.
Wait a minute. I'm not going to dive in there for $1. A 20, yes.
Hey, my friends.
My your friends.
My people at my wake, yeah, they'll be crawling in there.
Right.
Is that a Newport?
All right.
Back to McConaughey.
And back to what you said were whisper
hugs.
Whisper hugs. So you walk up to somebody and you don't know what to say. You're out of sorts.
Right.
And you were going to say something.
No, I was going to whisper.
Listen, Ben, you walk up. You're like, hey, the guy's name is like Larry,
Always.
And you don't see Larry at first. You see all Larry's crew and you're like,
right.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on? I wish you could do better. Is Larry around? Yeah, he's over there with his folks. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Just boy. And you don't even know the guy and you hug him.
Right.
Hey, I'm really sorry.
You know where they don't like whisper hugs?
Where's that?
The library.
The library.
Walking up to me, hey, do you know where that book is? I'm like, this little hug, and they're like, get out of
maybe
here.
It's inappropriate. Maybe hug a librarian. Just because the T-shirt says hug a librarian.
Right.
There's many caveats. Ooh, there's
nice
many
word.
caveats to hugging a librarian.
Wait, we've said that word before on the show, haven't we?
Listen, you want to have a nonstop line for a library.
Yes.
Make sure that all your librarians are like from Polecats or another, a great, Victoria's Secret model librarians.
The world needs nighttime librarians.
What the world needs now is Nighttime Librarians. Right. Oh, wow. That's a show.
Yeah.
That's a thing. All right.
McConaughey.
Yeah,
Hey, so
the Lincoln lawyer.
the Lincoln Elementary.
Lincoln Elementary School.
Lincoln Elementary
School.
And
you know what I'm talking about, Joan Cusack, and Jeremy Piven.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about, Lincoln School.
Did you ever see the movie with McConaughey?
We did not. Which one?
It's with Matthew McConaughey. And
our favorite.
Why is his name I can't think of his name right now.
Wait a minute.
He was in The Professional.
The Professional.
Yeah.
Gene
Gary
Reno?
Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
It's Gary Oldman.
Everybody.
Gary Oldman plays a dwarf.
Yeah.
And Matthew McConaughey.
Not a stretch for him to play a dwarf.
Matthew McConaughey's his older brother. His brother. That is
not
true.
a stretch. Not a stretch for him to play a dwarf.
Right.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm out of control today.
I'm
out of control.
Just giving it to all the governors and governesses out
there.
That you need to watch this
Gary Oldman,
movie.
Steppenwolf Theater, by the way. Gary Oldman.
That's right.
That's right.
Chicago style.
Chicago style podcast. Shout out to Steppenwolf. Yes, we will take all your starving artists. That's right. I believe. Oh, that's already a podcast here, isn't it? Sorry.
No, that's a different one.
That's building artists.
We're good.
Laughing artists.
Yep.
Matt Damon, McConaughey artists. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Go. But now we were going to say something about whisper hugs.
Yes, we're back to whisper hugs.
Can you whisper hug somebody at court?
I think
traffic court.
You know what?
Or maybe even more. Serious in traffic.
How about this? People get married in court, so there's a lot for whisper hugs.
So wait a minute, but now that you bring up a great point. Mm-hmm. People get married at court.
Yeah, courthouses.
Yeah, and you do have a judge, or is it just a justice of the peace?
I think they're kind of
interchangeable. Yeah. Can a judge marry you? I know a ship's captain can marry you.
Right. My cousin Dave can marry you.
Isn't that a movie? My cousin Dave?
My cousin Dave can marry you.
I think GC did the editing on My Cousin Dave.
Right.
Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm telling you.
Now, wait a minute.
I witnessed it.
Who can marry you and who can't? I heard a ship's captain can marry you.
Yes.
Now, why does he get to marry anybody?
Maritime law.
Wow.
Yep. That's what it's like. Maritime law.
And maritime law means marrying law. I mean, they're probably not the same thing.
Hey, you know what?
Maritime means the ocean, the mare. Right?
Maritime's any body of water.
So listen, Italian people will tell you that fruta di mare.
Oh,
that's fruit of the ocean. So
oh,
that's all the little fruit of the loom. Similar.
Okay. All right.
Similar. You're on the right path, McConaughey.
Thank you.
I want you to bring me 6 vodka martinis.
Yes.
Straight up. You know how I like them. 7 minutes later, 6 more until one of us passes the you know what out.
Yes.
Maritime law. Fruta de mar, fruta de pesce. So listen, these guys, their maritime law means law of the ocean.
Correct.
Okay. So that's why I brought up fruta de mar, which now, GC, you've had a little fruta de mar before, right? Zuba de pesce. This means the octopus are in there and the other guy. Some guys call it squingili. Okay.
Ooh, I don't like how that sounds.
No. Well, listen, it's not really for white folks. This is for Italians.
Okay.
Yeah, and other med flies.
Italian white folks, I guess.
Well, he's just like, wow, I've never been discriminated against before. Hold on.
I like this.
Irish potato famine.
Yes.
Scene 2.
Yes.
And take. Well, listen. So I mean,
yes.
Here's the Mediterranean Ocean. Well, there's an outlet.
Right.
So it's like this. It's like an egg, right? You think it's like an egg? It's an egg. The Mediterranean Ocean.
Sure.
And then
it's
there's
like a salad.
Right, like a salad.
Like a Mediterranean salad.
See, and you can get also a maritime salad. They can put octopus salad, a maritime milkshake.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd want to make an octopus milkshake.
Well, it's mostly seal semen.
I'd like to be
seal semen
under the sea. Wow.
Lobster.
This is the end.
Lobster taints.
Wow, do you remember The Doors? This is the end.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know. We're crash and burn there.
Right?
That was, hey kids, guess what? Apparently we went a little left to center.
Yes.
Thank goodness for editing. But you said maritime law. These guys can marry you, a ship's captain, and you get married on the ocean. Why? But why not? But I mean, my point was you don't whisper at weddings, you clap.
You clap at
and
weddings.
You cheer.
Right.
But we were talking about whisper hugs. So you whisper.
Right. Whisper hugs.
You whisper hug at a funeral or a wake.
Weddings.
You whisper hug. What you said weddings.
Right.
No, you're allowed at weddings.
But not during like the ceremony.
Not during the ceremony.
There's certain points where whisper hugs are going to fall into line.
Okay, right. And there's always the cute kids who don't know what they're doing with the pillow and the rings, right?
Yep.
Right. And they just want to be with their mom or their dad, right?
They just run really fast.
Now, breaking all the rules, of course, because most of these people getting married are supposed to be, both of them virgins, right? Or at least the girl. Yeah. Why isn't the guy supposed to be a virgin?
I think they're both supposed to be.
They're both?
Right. I think men maybe changed that.
Well, men were like, can we reread this part?
Yeah, wait a second. That's for you ladies, not for us.
Yeah, I'd like to be experienced, young man. We want you with no experience.
Exactly.
Right.
You don't want to go in there and never have an experience.
The terrorists always want to, remember when the terrorists blow themselves up, they want to have 72 virgins.
That's right.
Now, I don't know what the advantage to that is. It sounds like a lot of people you got to take to lunch. But, how much lunch can hummus provide?
Right.
Well, I have some hummus and some pita and some carrots. And then.
Sounds pretty good.
Right. But the other food, I don't know. I mean, you know, a lot of chickpeas.
Right.
Right.
That's hummus.
Oh, that's right. You ruin everything, don't you?
Right. Well, speaking of food.
Yes.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, the first thing you say when somebody approaches you with that hot button topic and they go, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
It's meat. There's bread.
Okay.
But now a connoisseur of a hot dog, someone with a little bit of savoir-faire,
right,
my friend. Somebody who's, est-ce que vous comprenez le français? Oh, oui, oui. Right. Right. Remember Lisa Simpson? Remember, and the whole class is laughing?
Yeah, I talked to her the other day.
Right. And the French teacher comes in and all the kids won't settle down. They're laughing like kids do. And the teacher is so upset because the kids are laughing and carrying on. The French teacher comes in and goes, in French, and they go, right, instead of the carrying on laughter.
Yes.
But I want to think that if you go to, now, for you Chicagoans, Chicago style.
Right. Or for
and this goes out to somebody who loves this topic, by the way.
Wieners.
Somebody in Brookfield, Illinois.
Talking about wieners.
The girl with the hot dogs on her face. But listen,
good times.
There's Gene and Jude's.
Right.
And then there's Jimmy's. And never have the two sides met in peaceful circumstances, because the Jimmy's crowd is usually South Side, right?
Okay.
Do you think? I don't know. GC, are you you're a Chicago resident? I know I know you're big time. You've worked in New York, 30 Rock, and all these. He's hanging out with.
So the question is a hot dog a sandwich?
Francis Ford Coppola. Yes, a hot dog is a sandwich.
Interesting.
But now, hot dog connoisseurs will say that hot dogs are an island amongst themselves.
Okay.
Amongst.
Yeah.
Did you hear me say amongst?
I like amongst.
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 That's like in the midst.
Yeah.
In the midst, amongst. Who makes these words up? In the midst, amongst.
Good question.
I don't know. It doesn't matter because we're talking about hot dogs.
Right.
But if you're in the midst, talking about hot dogs,
I don't consider a hot dog a sandwich.
Right. And
I think the reason why too is because the bread's connected.
The bread is connected.
For me, a sandwich is 2 pieces of bread and filling in the middle.
So a sandwich,
but a sandwich,
things can pass through a sandwich.
Correct.
Things cannot pass through a hot dog
except for when it breaks, and we all hate that.
GC's got a point here, though. What is it?
Point of contention.
Wow,
GC.
We have never had the.
That's okay. Let's go. Turn the mics to GC.
Turn the mics to GC.
No,
GC. What do you think?
Okay, so if a sandwich,
we're rolling.
If it's just a sandwich, right? Just the bread.
Yeah.
And it's connected.
Right.
Then what is an Italian beef sandwich when it's connected?
Well, I was going to get into that because those are more subs. So it's a sub sandwich.
A sub.
Right?
A sub
so there's a difference
sandwich.
between a sub sandwich and a sandwich.
So
hot dog a sub sandwich?
No, but I think it falls in like that cousin category.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Now you're getting into a gray area.
Yeah, well, my cousins are gray.
Your cousins are gray.
Yeah.
Right.
But I see what GC's saying. But I'm just saying, like, for that question, for me, I would never think of a hot dog as a sandwich. I do think of it as a hot dog, just like a Polish sausage. I don't think a Polish sausage is a sandwich when they put it on a bun.
Now, I don't either. No one would say, hey, I want to stop here and get a sandwich. I want to stop. If you notice, people say, hey, I want to stop and get a couple hot dogs.
Right.
But is it a sandwich? It's bread and it's meat.
Right. But a
But
sandwich
it
just
can't,
doesn't have
a
to be
sandwich,
meat.
things can pass through.
That was kind of my, I guess that's what I kind of
Somewhere
thought.
my mom
I
is
could be
watching
wrong.
this crying right now
She
because
needs-
she's
she
like,
needs to call.
yeah,
She
she
needs
does
to
need to
call
call.
in.
But maybe we will call my mom and ask her if
Yeah.
a hot dog is indeed a sandwich or is it not?
Right.
Because sandwiches, things pass through a sandwich because there's levels.
Right. You know,
a hot dog is
well,
not a level. A hot dog
I
is
believe-
a singular item.
Right. So, and as we know the backstory, and we don't know if this is true or not,
Yeah.
but the Earl of Sandwich created the first sandwich, right?
Well,
The
I mean,
Earl-
you can say right. You can say right, but now have you heard of the Earl of Sandwich, Giancarlo? Yeah, right. Yeah, maybe somewhere back in Robin
Right,
Hood
so-
lore. Yeah.
Right. So the Earl of Sandwich, this is the lore of the sandwich.
The
Earl
lore of the McConaughey
the Earl
sandwich.
of the Earl of Sandwich was playing cards with the boys. Playing cards with the boys, and he's like,
cards.
and he wanted something to eat, but he didn't want to have to eat it like that. So he made his servants go get a piece of meat and some other stuff. and
His
put it-
who?
Servants.
Servants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Serviants.
Yeah.
And then he pushed it together, and then that's how the sandwich was created. I don't know if that's true. That's just a story
So
I
his
was
servants brought him everything he wanted,
told. What do you want to eat?
what he wanted to eat, and
And
he's
he-
like, "Wait a minute, I have an idea.
Right.
Why don't I put it all together?
And then that way I can hold it.
Is a cookie a sandwich? Well, a built cookie like
Okay.
an Oreo.
All right. So is an ice cream sandwich a sandwich?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm
Is
sorry
it-
for coughing,
real
but
quick,
I'm being
is-
accosted here.
Is a frozen hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Okay, just checking.
No.
right.
Where is a frozen hot dog?
I got one in my bag. That's what I was wondering. All right, on that note, if you could make the ultimate sandwich, what would you make in your ultimate sandwich?
An ultimate sandwich for me, ladies and gentlemen, probably is the Reuben.
Okay.
It probably is the Reuben. That's sauerkraut. That's some kind of a corned beef or roast beef.
Yep,
Say
corned
some-
beef.
Corned beef.
On a rye.
On
Yeah.
a rye.
Right.
Look out,
Little
buddy.
Swiss
Remember the
cheese?
day you discovered rye?
Yes.
And you said, what have I been doing?
Right.
What have I been doing? This has seeds. It has flavor. It's almost like a little meal unto itself.
Right.
And yet rye doesn't take over.
So-
it's either whole wheat, whole grain,
Yes.
or the old standard white bread. Now the
Right.
kids want white bread. And then you
Correct.
get a little older and you find out, first of all,
Yeah.
have you ever put ketchup on white bread? It
Well-
just turns into pink dough.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So, but which is that a problem?
No.
No,
I mean,
it's not.
the problem is putting ketchup
Well, now we're getting to a
on
situation
a
here.
sandwich.
Well, now we give kids ketchup
Right.
because on the hot dogs.
On the hot dog side.
Yeah.
I'm from the South.
Yeah. Hey, put that on your wiener, y'all. But I mean, you can't in Chicago, and you guys already know this, you cannot put and you will not put ketchup on a hot dog.
Right.
I don't care if your kid is in hot dog hell for 10 years of his beginning of his life because he wants ketchup on there. We know it because ketchup is basically red sugar puree.
Right.
Sugar makes everything better. All
True.
of us know it.
Everything better and worse at the same time.
Well, worse
For
that you
us.
don't know.
Right.
Great that you do know. Yeah, it's like you go, wait a minute, that was bad for me? Somehow everything that's really fun is terrible for you. But
Right.
that's all right.
That's very true.
That is very true. Sandwiches, you asked me about my favorite sandwich is probably the Reuben. I like to try a Reuben everywhere I go.
So that's how I am too.
That's
with
a
like
specialty
the
sandwich, though.
patty melt.
Well, you're
I
asking
think,
me what I would put on my sandwich.
Yeah, what like if you're making a sandwich,
Yeah.
what's your go-to sandwich?
Well, I gotta have the good wheat bread.
Okay.
The good wheat bread. I'm not particularly a white bread guy. I
Right.
don't know why.
Well, because we were lied to for years about white bread.
We've been lied to.
Right.
And then they tell you other lies like, oh, a rat won't even eat white bread. Yes,
Right.
they will.
Sure.
Dude, a rat will
All right,
eat your
so we
hat.
We got some rye.
You got some
So
rye.
What kind of rye? Marble rye, Russian rye.
Well, I'm not going to get into the marble rye because we
Okay.
know that causes a problem with a lot of comedians.
Yes.
And a lot of people will say, marble rye, give me that marble
Right.
rye. Right. So I go with, buddy, can I say a brand name? I don't know if I can.
Of course.
I say beefsteak.
Ooh,
You know,
beefsteak is a
Beefsteak rye. It's
a-
up on the top shelf.
It's a hearty
It's up on
Good
the top
rye.
shelf right
Yep.
now. I'm sure there's better ryes.
Right.
I'm sure there are. I can't think of them. You know, you have to go to like S. Rosen's and you start getting into the technical bread.
Well, no, for me, I always know the best bread is when it's just in a plastic and it's got a sticker on it.
Ooh.
Because you know it was baked somewhere.
Baked.
And then they had to put it in the bag and they had to put the sticker on it and then they give it to the grocery store.
Now we start getting into a different topic, which is bread,
Ooh,
my friend. Okay.
right.
Because we all love bread.
Who doesn't?
And right, we know, well, you know, as a child, you don't know how good bread can be.
Right.
Until you grow up and you start getting like Italian bread, Toronto,
Sure.
or Ganella.
Toronto, Chicago.
Right, right. And now I don't know. And now D'Amato's makes their own bread too.
Okay.
I really can't. I'm sure every city in America has great outlets of Italian bread. You know, and it probably comes from Brooklyn, and it comes from the Bronx, and it comes, it comes from Houston.
Right.
There's no way any Italian bread comes from Miami. I'm sorry, Miami. You guys already have the drugs and the hot chicks and the great weather. We're going to keep the bread.
Right.
But
yeah. You guys got the cocaine. You
oh,
out.
well, you know, you can little import here and there, my friend. It's not
Right.
the end of it. But, you know, that's for younger people.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
not for us seniors.
No, that was back in our past. We saw that
last
stuff.
week. No, I'm kidding.
Hey
Wait
now.
a minute.
Right.
I feel so awake. I feel so, coffee doesn't quite do it when there's other
Right.
additives. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
Mhm.
cocaine, speaking of which, and I
Yes.
don't want to harp on it,
No.
but cocaine used to be very legal. It was in
Yes,
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Right. And apparently when alcohol was illegal in this, kids, if you're younger than 35, you probably don't know maybe that 110 years ago, 120 years ago, alcohol was illegal in this country.
Yes.
Until a few years ago. Prohibition. That's correct. And until by the way, Prohibition came out of Chicago, came out of Evanston. The women's temperance league in Evanston, Illinois, got the ball rolling so that every last person in this country couldn't have a dang beer,
Right.
or a glass of wine, or some whiskey.
I mean, how
you
can
say something about a still?
How can you not have a little bit of
No, but you say something about a still. I heard you. You say
can't-
something about a still?
You can't have your whiskey with a little cocaine? What's the world coming to back then?
I'll tell you
know?
what, buddy. I think that's a great song. Who's the guy who won the lottery or wanted to win the lottery a couple of years ago? And they said, "Sir, what would you do if you won the lottery?"
Right? It's just like a Coke and horse.
Yeah, hookers and
Coke.
Yeah, hookers and
blow.
cocaine.
Hookers
yeah.
and blow.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
And she was like, "Well, that's enough of that."
Yeah,
interview."
enough of that. Yep.
GC's like, "Guys, get back on something wholesome."
All right.
Okay.
Let's go. What do we got here?
So what do we have other than sandwiches, hookers and cocaine, hot dogs, and Matt McConaughey? I think we've covered it.
I got a good one here for you.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is for you.
Yeah,
This
it's
is going back to.
So the rest wasn't for me?
No, the rest was for me.
Jeez.
This is going back to Lincoln Elementary.
Ooh,
back there
Roosevelt
in-
Franklin Bar
Right.
Elementary
So the question is,
School. From the Muppets, by the way. that
What was
song.
your kindergarten teacher like?
My kindergarten teacher, well, let me go back.
Yeah, think about that, huh?
Whoa, wait a minute. I think we have to go back to St. Matthew's and St. Timothy's.
Sorry.
Yeah, at Lincoln School, I wasn't quite in kindergarten.
Okay.
I was in kindergarten at a place called St. Matthew's and St. Timothy's in Manhattan.
Ooh.
That's an island in between Brooklyn and, what's on the other side? Long Island, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Is that in Streeterville?
No, they keep that on the East Coast. It's called New York.
Oh.
New York City.
That's cool because I have a question about that. But let's keep going.
Yeah,
with
so
this
I was
one.
at St. Matthew's and St. Timothy's, resting comfortably at the bottom of the slide
Nice.
one day on a sunny day, when out of nowhere, I was 3, maybe this might even be pre-kindergarten, and some kid came up behind me on the slide because I didn't know any better. You get to the bottom of the slide the first time, and you're like, "This is amazing. It's a slide. It's beautiful." And then the kids behind you are like, "It ain't beautiful. Move."
Okay.
And I just sat there because I'm like Forrest Gump of sliding. You know, I'm like,
This
hey,
is right.
right.
This was before Forrest Gump.
oh,
you were Forrest
buddy.
Gump before
That's
Forrest
right.
Gump.
Can't sit here. Seat's taken.
Right.
And I couldn't sit there. The
Right.
seat was taken by the next kid behind me, and he blasted me with his feet.
Okay.
And I
then,
landed in the tan bark about 4 feet away.
and then what did your kindergarten teacher say about that?
Well, she was a nun. This was St. Matthew's and St. Timothy's, and her name
Right.
was Sister Aquinas.
Oh, wow.
And I
Beautiful name.
walked up to her. Pardon me. You're going to
You're
find
good.
edit that, please. Good Lord. Dunkin' Donuts is not doing me any good, but I'll tell you
Yes.
this. I went up to Sister Aquinas. I said, pardon me. And she's got the big robe on, and she goes, yes, my child. I said, this gentleman came down the slide, kicked me in my back. I couldn't see anything. And then he said a curse word. And she goes, that's nice, Brian. I'll get back over there. And that's when you learn that tattling, it doesn't do you any good in this world. Right. Even a nun who tells you not to say any bad words.
Right.
And always follow the teachings of Christ, or, at least St. Matthew's and St. Timothy's.
Right.
Now, I don't know what Matt and Tim's rules were before they were, what is it when you make somebody a saint?
Sainted.
You're sainted,
You're
right?
sainted,
You're
yeah.
sainted as a saint.
Sainted.
St. Matthew's and St. Timothy, before they
Right.
were saints, I don't know what the rules were, but at St. Matthew's and St. Timothy's, curse words and kicking kids in the back at the bottom of the slide apparently is just fine.
So, you mentioned New York.
Yes, I did.
And
Same rules apply, by the way.
well, here's the thing. So New York, one of the questions here is like, what is your favorite place that starts with new?
Oh, it's New York.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Or is it the new zoo review?
Oh, a new zoo review.
Yeah,
I like
sure.
that.
You remember
All right.
that? Yeah, now, GC, now you're not from New York, are you? But you worked there for a while. And I think, now, did you like New York City? Yeah, I did too. Listen,
Okay.
because you hear all these stories, and you start with the salsa commercials. New York City, get a rope. But it's not, hey, you come over the highway, you come over the bridge. And by the way, New York is beautiful. The state itself, it's all these rocks and chasms and deep ravine. Niagara Falls is there.
Right.
There's a lot going on in New York.
Nice.
Other than New York City. There's beautiful parks, Central Park.
Right.
There's lots of scenic.
Ithaca.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
That's supposed to be
that's
wonderful.
fun to say.
Right. Ithaca.
Yeah, Ithaca.
Say it with me.
Ithaca.
Ithaca.
Hey, this is a
like
new
it.
thing, Ithaca.
Ithaca.
So, there's Brooklyn.
Right.
There's the Bronx, where my Aunt Jackie was from. God bless. There's, by the way, Bronx has many sides to it. So the Bronx that I'm familiar with was the South Bronx.
Okay.
That's a no-go zone. Okay. This is PS 238. That's where my mom taught. The South Bronx is, that's called Fort Apache. You may be familiar with the movie Fort Apache.
Yes.
So, and they mean it, bro. Good luck getting to an ATM alive or leaving one alive. And if not alive, most of them are used as restrooms. So that's not the funnest part of New York. Is you go in there to go get $40 at the ATM and you're like, Jiminy crickets.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've never been to New York, but that's what I heard about it. And it's very
well. They have no alleys.
Right. There's no alleys.
So they put all the garbage bags out. Listen,
right.
This guy worked at 30 Rock. I am telling you,
Where did he work?
30 Rock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I will tell you, in front of 30 Rock.
Yeah.
On Mondays, there's a pile of garbage bags, 19 bags high.
I believe
little kids
Yep.
could take that little saucer you get when you're a kid and come sliding down it for Christmas.
Nice. Well, speaking about garbage.
Oh,
right?
You had to bring up garbage in New York?
Speaking of garbage.
Yeah.
How do you spell okay?
How do I spell okay?
Mm-hmm.
I spell it two ways.
Okay.
O and K.
Yes.
And then I spelled O-K-A-Y.
Right.
Right. So
okay.
O and K.
So how do you defer?
How do I defer it?
When you're spelling it?
Both OKs are indicating that everything's all right.
Right.
But it just depends on who I'm speaking to.
Okay.
If you really want to get a point across somebody you're arguing with, you're like, okay. O-K-A-Y.
Ah.
Right. I don't know if those are the symbols.
Right.
But now.
Was that a gang
Hey,
sign?
right. No,
Blur that.
No, I have not joined the. I don't even want to say the
don't
gang.
say those
Right,
gang
right,
names.
right.
GC, how do you spell okay?
Right,
Nice.
right.
All right. Yeah.
Oh,
you go
so,
O-K-A-Y first?
So
yeah.
He's trying to delineate a
Interesting.
point. Delineate. Welcome to Monday Night Football. I'm Jack Buck, and this is my good friend Aikman, Troy Aikman. Yes.
Guys, I just can't do it anymore. I can't do it. It's a wig. It's a wig.
Wait a minute.
I've been lying to you guys this whole time. I just had to get it off.
That's not your hair?
I thought I could do it.
Can I?
Yeah.
That's not your...
It's not my hair.
This isn't your hair.
That guys, I know. I told Brian earlier I went and got a haircut. He said it looked nice, so I just kept it going.
My jacket.
Your jacket looks
Hold on.
wonderful.
Now, wait a minute. Oh, I almost fell. This is not your hair.
No.
So you've been wearing this the entire show.
Yes.
And either I didn't notice.
He wants to be over here.
Yeah, he does. He has feet and a face.
Well, I told you earlier I got my hair cut, and then you were just kind of like, yeah, it's nice, and then that was it.
Oh, I didn't notice what you've done with yourself.
I thought I looked handsome today.
Well,
I thought for sure, like, hey,
no,
Murph looks real handsome.
No, you do. And I
know.
mean, but I want to tell you something, and you've brought this up many times. We scared Kat last week because I said, well, I brought the pistola today. And she's like, you brought a gun?
Right.
I'm like, well, no. Murph will inform you that I brought the blow dryer.
The hair
in
dryer.
case, what if there's a flood, a rain, a hurricane? Dude, there's a hurricane right now. Not on Western. Is this where Western is, by the way? That's okay. So, folks, here at CineCity, our lovely studio that we love so much,
Ogden and Western.
Ogden and Western are the streets. Now, I've noticed some people get grumpy about that. And they're like, well, it's 14th. But, oh, stop, dude.
Yeah, people in Chicago the Chicago style is to get weird about shit like that.
The Chicago style is to get weird about neighborhoods. Apparently, this is Lawndale. Is that correct? GC?
No,
this is not Lawndale.
Lawndale's like 63rd.
So I was way off.
Like
this is Little Village. Is Pilsen? No,
Pilsen, Little Village,
because that's because folks, you're not going to believe this, but just a few, not even a mile away from glorious CineCity Studios is also glorious Lockup. They call it 26th in California. That's right.
Beautiful.
In case you need free rent.
Right. I had 3 days.
Who goes to county for 3 days?
Traffic guys.
Jeez,
traffic.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
right.
But I got my credit. I get my 3 days.
So and some of us have had longer.
Yes.
Isn't it? Hey, most of the employees around this joint, as a matter of fact, speaking of the joint.
Inside baseball.
Oh, hi, and inside Jurgens.
Hey, speaking of the joint,
and he's been the joint.
The joint was a bar.
The joint was a beautiful place that Stan opened. By the way, and Stan's never going to remember this and or admit it, but I was the opening act.
What?
At the joint.
What'd you do?
I sang some Sinatra.
That's right.
Some Tony Bennett, some Nat King Cole with the Brian Schuyler trio.
That's right. How many were in the trio?
About 6 or 7. Yeah, we couldn't. The original 5-man trio, we used to call it.
Right.
But none of us were mathletes.
Hey,
you never know. My mom was a school teacher.
You're there to sing.
You're there to sing. What are you up? What are you in? And never mind. I'm there to sing. You're in the audience. You're there to listen.
Right.
What are you counting? Hey, man, this is more than a trio. What do you? I'm sorry, are you Italian, sir? What do you know about trio?
Right.
Yeah, that's a numeration.
Right.
I don't know what a numeration is, but that's a form of counting in a foreign language. It's indicating that there's more than 2 but less than 4.
Carry the
yes,
one.
carry the one.
Carry the one.
Carrie Underwood.
Yep.
Harry.
Hey. Right. That is one of the best Will Ferrell's.
Will Ferrell. Well, it's an interesting one. Now listen, and I've never listened. The other guys, special movie.
Love it.
Special movie.
Yep.
Right. I don't know if the Will Ferrell impersonation of Harry. Hi everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know if now his was.
That's one of the things that got him his Saturday. He did that for his audition for Saturday Night Live.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually they let him do it.
Yeah, he did it.
Because, now listen, the best part about that impersonation of Harry Carey wasn't the impersonation itself, but the content.
Right.
So, he's, what if the moon was made out of green cheese? Would everybody eat it? Or
It's true.
Hey, my friends like to call me Whiskers because I'm crazy like a cat. Yeah, but it's not. It's almost a McConaughey nation.
McConaughey. I know what you're saying.
McConaughey.
McConaughey.
It's almost a McConaughey of a Harry Carey impersonation.
McConaughey.
Because he goes Southern. He's like, "Hi, what if the moon's made out of green shade?" No, Harry was more like, loud and scared of himself. He'd be like, "Hey, oh." It would just to say "hey" would scare him. You had to see him. If you're not familiar with Harry Carey, this guy started out.
Everyone knows Harry Carey,
right? And
unless
he started
you're
out with the
35
Cardinals,
years or younger,
right.
right.
Started out with the Cardinals, ended up with the Chicago White Sox, and then his crowning achievement, the Chicago Cubs.
Yes,
that's right. Along with Jack Brickhouse before him.
That's right.
Hey!
They wrote that song "Brickhouse" about him, right?
Well, maybe not.
House. He makes the calls, right?
That's
something like that.
Something similar.
Like that. I forget.
Who did Brickhouse? That was
Commodores.
The Commodores did Brickhouse, right?
Correct.
I don't know if the Commodores ever sang a song about Jack Brickhouse.
Oh.
I believe that was an indication of a girl who was had great dimensions.
Oh, see, I thought he had a good butt too.
Sure, he did. Jack Brickhouse, sure, at one time had what we call here in Chicago a booty.
Yes.
But I wouldn't know. But I did used to see Jack Brickhouse walking down Astor at around 1 or 2 in the morning.
Right.
He'd come from a great bar in division called Butch McGuire's.
Okay.
So it was Jack Brickhouse, Butch McGuire, God rest all their souls, by the way, and of course the great owner of the Cadillac dealership, Hanley Dawson.
Oh.
And Hanley was my old hanging out buddy. Now, Hanley had about 30 years on me, but Hanley had a dog named Shotzi. And if you're a Chicagoan, then you know Hanley Dawson Cadillac was a fantastic place to buy your Cadillacs back in the day.
Right.
Right. But Hanley lived at like 1500 Lakeshore. I lived at 1400 Lakeshore. And so naturally, if you owned a dog in those two locations, you'd eventually bump into each other, and we became fast friends.
Oh.
The problem was that Butch McGuire and these guys like to have drinks up until the wee hours on division. Then he'd close Butch McGuire's on division, and Jack Brickhouse would walk home, and you couldn't miss Jack because he was like 6'7".
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you couldn't miss him. And I had a German Shepherd named Sam who didn't like anybody but Jack Brickhouse. He didn't even like me, you'd see Jack coming down Astor, which Astor is a street in Chicago, by the way, one block west of Lakeshore Drive or inner Lakeshore Drive. For you enthusiasts who like Lincoln Park or the Lincoln Park Zoo. That's inner Lakeshore Drive, not to be confused with outer
Lakeshore Drive.
Outer LSD.
Right.
That's
LSD.
right. If you've ever done LSD, that's a great way to get home, LSD. I don't suggest driving on LSD unless you really need to. But, back when I was a youngster, this was better than the aforementioned drugs we already talked about in the show.
Like, for you kids out there,
hey,
you'll
kids rolling on ecstasy.
You'll never have the experience.
Nothing. You have no idea what LSD was.
And I believe Brian
LSD known as Lakeshore Drive.
Lakeshore Drive.
That's right.
There'd be a time back in the 90s that you could start at 190 Lakeshore Drive.
That's
and
right.
Drive to the downtown area.
Yeah.
And there wouldn't be one other car with you.
Oh, just amazing.
It was the greatest thing in the
Loyola.
world.
Comes from Loyola. Let's pretend we're heading south. Yeah. And you're coming down Sheridan Road. And Sheridan Road, you're going to pop out onto Lakeshore at Hollywood, and then you turn on and you come south, and you start seeing the beautiful John Hancock building, as our friend Kit Kat would say.
Like huge, or get the huge cock.
Hey, more editing, man. Yeah, more editing.
Hey, that's part of another episode.
That's part of another episode. And
we'll call that a callback.
Speaking of which, driving down Lakeshore Drive, known as LSD, on the Chicago Style Podcast, ladies and gentlemen, we have governors
and governesses.
Now, listen, even if you're that is a topic.
Yeah.
If you're a male governor, you're the governor.
Right.
If you're a female governor, you're still the governor.
But you're the governor. That's more like, because you got to remember, governors in the United States.
Yeah.
Because there was governors of land in Europe before there was governors of states.
No, I did not.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Well, that's
Johnny Carson, I did not know
Why do you
that.
think English people call each other governors?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I thought they were just upset about something.
Yeah.
No.
They're like mad at.
Well, hold on, Governor.
Governor?
Now, wait a minute. Now,
McConaughey?
I remember Ann Richards was the governor of Texas.
Yes.
And God rest her soul. Ann Richards was the governor of Texas. But I don't know if people called her a governess. Now, Julie Andrews in the movie The Sound of Music.
Which is one of your favorites.
Oh, that's right. Who doesn't love The Sound of Music? Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music was the governess of the children and the household.
Yes. See.
Yeah, who's the governess here? These kids are out of control. So a governess runs a household hired. She's hired help.
Okay.
But is she a governor?
Governor.
A real governor.
But the governor, isn't the governor just the meaning that you're kind of in charge
of something?
We're putting you're the governor. You're up here.
You handle this.
Oh, wait, but then here's a curveball.
A curveball.
Here's a curveball.
Hey!
Thank you. There's another.
There's a where's my Budweiser? There's a triple.
There's another governor that they put on vehicles to make them slower. It's called the governor on the car, and they do it on golf carts at golf courses.
No, I'd say that you flipped your wig, but you already did that.
Oh, so should I put it back on?
No. Oh. I mean, unless you need to.
No, I don't need to.
Are you wanted by the? Yeah, right. Well,
We're
put
good.
it on
No,
if you're more comfortable with it. Remember now, what's the famous movie with the knife? Psycho.
Yes.
Right. And remember the mother, and she's in the chair, and she's got the gray curly wig.
Right. Yeah.
Right now that if you're more comfortable wearing the curly wig, but then he'd start calling you. Who was the guy in Psycho? I forget the
Anthony Perkins.
He
played Norman Bates.
And the Bates Motel.
In the Bates Motel.
So this is the Bates CineCity podcast motel. Right.
I like it.
At Ogden and Western.
Yes.
Speaking of which, folks, we are the Chicago Style Podcast.
Yes.
With your favorite host, Murph in the morning.
Woohoo!
Yeah, please come at us about that.
Yeah.
And I am Brian Schyler from the Brian Schyler Trio. We love you, with especially our good friend GC and Carlo, who was very vocal today.
That's
really
right.
I don't want to say he came out, but he came out, and he did not flip his wig like you did.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, listen, we all flip our wigs sometimes.
I'll be better next time.
I'll be better. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. I will be better next time. That's Nadir Wolfcastle? No.
Yes.
No.
We're going to find out.
Not Bane.
Well, he plays Bane is his character in the movies.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
That's right. Do you feel in charge? Hold on, I'm in charge here. And he puts his little hand on his neck. We love you.
Yes, thank you, governors and governesses. Thanks for watching.
Inverness, governess.
Itasca. Ithaca.
Wow. These are all, say that 3 times
all
fast.
The eyes.
All the eyes. The eyes have it. Thank you. We'll see you next time, folks. We love you. Chicago Style Podcast, numero uno. Ciao.
Caw.
Oh, you'd like to fly. Fly like a bird. Fly far away. Okay, we're ready, folks. We're calling my mother, Patricia Jurgens, in Brooklyn, New York, ladies and gentlemen, who is by the way, a 40-year. Hi, Mom. How are you? I'm glad we caught you.
Fine, dear. How are you? Hold on. Let me turn down the TV.
Turn down the TV, Mom, because we could hear it from Brooklyn, and we're in Chicago. Yes. And Mom, you're in fine form today.
Legally, we need to tell you you're being recorded live on a podcast.
Oh, Mom, you're on the podcast right now, by the way. I hope that's okay.
I'm on a podcast?
Yeah, a podcast is think of it as a radio program, but with a camera, Mom. Yeah, the Chicago Style Podcast. You're not aware of that, Mom?
We're going to make you famous.
Mom, we're going to make you more famous than you are, so that's a problem.
Oh.
Yeah, Mom. Now, Murph has to ask you a question. Did you turn the TV down, by the way? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, I turned it down, dear.
Mike, so you can hear us right now.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, because we can hear you. So, Murph, you want to ask my mom a question?
Definitely.
Yes.
Hi, the question is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Yes.
Technically is meat in a bread or anything in a bread inside bread.
anything inside bread is technically a sandwich because we've had some variations and some fluctuations in the definition of what a sandwich is. And Murph was saying earlier, Mom, Murph is the person that just talked to you. He's my co-host. Murph in the morning, by the way, Mom. And I, of course, am your son, Brian Schyler. And I wanted to ask you, Mom, and we all did, inquiring minds want to know, because as we heard it, a sandwich is an open air invitation to put anything you want in the sandwich, but a hot dog is enclosed in a bun, much like a hinge or a what? No. Stand by your guns, Mom, unless you want to change your mind. I'm just saying that a hot dog, indeed, Mom, born in 1940, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Mom, and I ask you a question without you being offended, did hot dogs exist in 1940?
I don't know.
Well, right. Okay, so let's maybe update it to an age where maybe you did know. How about 1949, Mom? Were hot dogs around in 1949?
I really can't remember.
Now let me ask you one more question. So what were the grade schools that you went to? A grade school right by Times Square. What was the name of that grade school?
The grade school I went to was Sacred Heart on 52nd Street, West 52nd Street.
West 52nd Street, right by Times Square, Mom. You went to Sacred Heart. Did they serve hot dogs at Sacred Heart? Obviously a Catholic school.
Probably.
There you have it, folks. Probably indeed. Mom, thank you so much. I love you. I'll call you right back. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Style Podcast is now going to conclude with my mother, born in 1940, saying that our hot dogs around in the 1940s, we couldn't find out, but we went to 1949 for an update, and my mother did indicate definitely there was a probably.